व्हाईल लूप येतंय? तुम्हाला ना एकदा बेसिक कन्सेप्ट माहित झाला की व्हाईल लूप कसं वर्क होतं, त्यानंतर तुम्हाला नाही प्रॉब्लेम येणार. पण तुम्ही जर याच्यामध्येच अडकून असाल की व्हाईल लूप कसं चालतं, तर व्हाईल लूप हे कंटिन्युअसली चालतं जोपर्यंत तुम्ही त्याला ट्रू व्हॅल्यू देत नाही. व्हाईल ट्रू, बरोबर? यानंतर अजून काय केलं दुसरं? हं, हं. डिव्हिजिबल बाय 3? हं. हां, हां. कसं जमला? हं. आणि यानंतर आणि यानंतर अप्रोच तुम्ही जरा चेंज करा, की कोणते आन्सर्स मी इथून तुम्हाला देईन म्हणून. ठीक आहे. आता कारण का, तर मुद्दाम माझ्याकडे आता काही कंपनीच्या असाइनमेंट्स आहेत बाकीच्या. ठीक आहे. तर त्या असाइन्मेंट्समध्ये त्यांनी मुद्दाम तुम्हाला असे क्वेशन्स विचारतात, जे तुम्हाला माहीत नसतात. पण अवघड काही नसतं. तुम्ही त्याला स्वतः थोडं रिसर्च केला ना, तर ते तुम्हाला मिळून जातं. पण त्यांचा अप्रोच काय असतो, की तुम्ही स्वतः त्याच्यामध्ये रिसर्च करावा फील्डमध्ये त्या. पण तुम्ही काय करता, तुम्ही त्याला पाहूनच म्हणता, की नाही, नाही हे खूपच अवघड आहे. खूपच अवघड आहे. नाहीतर मग सरळ क्वेशन तुम्ही विचारत बसता मला, की ह्याचे आन्सर्स काय आहे? त्याचे आन्सर्स काय आहे? पण तसं नाही, अप्रोच तुमचा तसा नसला पाहिजे. प्रॅक्टिस केली आहे का नक्की? मग जर यापुढे जर तुम्हाला काही टेस्ट दिले, तर तुम्ही सॉल्व्ह करू शकाल का त्या? आतापर्यंत तुम्हाला जेवढे टॉपिक दिलेले आहेत त्यावरती. रजत ते क्लोज कर आणि लाईट्स जमेल तर बंद करा. कारण हे खूप लाईट दिसतंय इथे. इटरेटर जनरेटर कंप्लीट झालेला आहे. ओके. इटरेटर जनरेटर कंप्लीट झालेले आहे. ओके. Now we have to learn try except. Try except means, now first of all let us see why we have to learn this topic. We have to learn one topic that is regarding to try and except. This is little bit similar to your if else, but why we have to need to learn this topic of try except, because tomorrow we are going to do work in a big companies, right? So whenever we are going to work on any project, so there are the possibilities of get any errors, right or wrong? Tell me. There may come some errors. Now tell me, if their error is coming, if their error is coming, so tell me, uh, you will stop your project at that point. Now look at here, how we have to solve one project, otherwise how we have to apply any approaches on any project whenever we are going to work on any project. And these guidelines are followed in most of the MNC companies. Okay, so it depends on companies to companies. Now first of all, let us see that this is my 1,000 lines of code here. This is my 1000 lines of code, and what if my this code is getting error? So because of this one code, should I stop my all this thousand of codes? Yes, yes or no? Should I stop the working of next all these codes? Now tell me, if my error is at this point, should I stop my entire project here, or should my project will skip this part and go ahead and print my error? Hmm? Our project should stop. No, no, I'm asking your approach. What should you do there? Okay, but because of this error, your line is blocking, otherwise your pipeline of code is not executing because of your one error. Now look at here, first of all. Look at in our this file. What happens here? Actually, whenever we write down number of codes line by line here, Python, advanced Python is going on. Okay. Now I hope that you know about file handling, how to handle any file. Okay. Now look at here. This is my line number one code, and here a is equal to 8. Okay, and similarly, like I am creating a number of codes here. Now uh, print print a into 10, and on the next line what I'm doing there, I'm doing uh, a is equal to previous a's value, previous a's value plus, now I'm adding 5 inside my this a. Okay, now this is my second line of code. On a third line of code, what I am doing that I am writing something like uh, a plus data. Tell me, this is possible or not? And now at the next point, what I have to do, I have to print result of my project, otherwise my project is completed. Now what will I do? Look at here. Here is one my cell option, and I will select run all below. That means this will execute my all the cells one by one. Okay. Run all above. I selected above. I have to select below. Now look what is happening here. First of all, look at here. What is happening here? Actually, this is executing, this is executing, this is executing, but whenever I am getting any error, this is printing my error and stopping my kernel at that point and not executing my next code. This is happening here, this is happening here, right? And this is returning, tell me, this is printing or returning my error? Tell me, this is, this code is working or not? Tell me. This code is not working because of this error, and this error is showing by whatever we have any problem at that error, like that way. But what we want, we don't want to stop our process, because of this one small process my entire server is getting stopped, otherwise my entire project is getting stopped because of this one minor mistake. There are many mistakes in projects, but because of this my small mistake, should I stop my project there? Otherwise, I should get to know about what is error happening at that time, this error, right? So what you have to do, that you have to first of all know about how this project works. So whenever you are going to work on any project, any company, okay, so there are these 1,000 lines of code, otherwise lakh line of codes there. But because of your this small error, your project should not stop here. What you have to do, you have to simply print that error. What you have to do, that means we are printing this error, whatever error there will be, by using print, and we are executing our all the codes. That means our execution is not stopping there. This is printing my error, not stopping my error here, like that way. Okay. So whenever you have to work on any project, you have to apply this approach. Okay. Now look at here. Again, I will write down one code for yes in U. Print yes. This is my for loop, right? Otherwise, we can do anything here. But as of now, I'm showing you simple one error. Now tell me what error will come here. Name U is not defined. Now look at this. Now how can I fix this issue by using try and except? Okay, except, except. Okay, now look at this. Now what will I do? I will first of all write down my main code. Which code? My main code inside my try block. Where? Inside my try block here. Now what will I write down here? For yes, try except. May be possible. Okay. Then how you solve this question? So, so you should ask me whatever error you are facing. Okay. 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 But okay. Okay. No issue. Let us see here again. Now, what will I do? I will write my main code inside this try, inside my try block for s in u, and whatever we have to print, that will I print inside this. Okay. And what if I will get any error inside my this code, right? What if I am getting any error inside my this code? So what will I do? I will simply use my try except. Inside the except, what will I do? I will simply print uh, error in my uh, for loop, which is having variable u. Okay. Okay. Now let us execute our this code. Now this is what this is doing here. First of all, yes. Now look at here. Now this is first of all trying to execute this block. If there is getting any error, so I will print out my this except block, and inside the except block I will write down my any message. That means my code for this for yes in u, otherwise error in my for loop which is having variable u. Okay, and this is now printing my whatever option I want, but our execution of code is not stopping here, right? Now look at this. What will I will do now? I will first of all copy entire my this code, and I will paste down here. No, where? Okay, this is our error, right? So at this time, what can we do here? We will write down our this code inside try block, and in the except I will print whatever I want here. That means uh, code is now in a is equal to a plus data. Okay, now my code is now at this location. Now, okay, okay, we have to use now double quotes here, and we will use our double quotes here. We use the double quotes here. Okay, now this is printing code is now in at this location. Now I am getting to know that now where is my code. Now what will I will do? Now I will again execute my all the cells. Now this is actually our error, but we are not going to focus on this error. Okay, now look what is happening here. This is executing my all the blocks of code, all the cells of code. Now what you have to do that whenever you are going to work on any company, so at that time you have to write down your all the codes inside try and except, because this is you are showing whatever error you are facing there. And after this you will look at this block, because you know you are written something, right? The now code is at this location. Now my code is at my 13th line, otherwise at this location whatever. So you will get to know that what the error, where is my location, and what is the actual problem there. Otherwise you have to look out your entire code one by one, which may be 1 lakhs of codes. So at there this technology is used of try and except. Okay, now write down this code. Now we will do something with code regarding to this try and using try and except. Yes, we will look it ahead. Okay, now we will take one more example. Look at here. Now I am writing one code inside try block. Now code is like my x is equal to my integer input, right? We take these types of input. Now what will be message here? Enter your integer number. But there are the possibilities of anyone can enter any string data set, float data set. So at that time our code shows error. Okay, now we are taking this as a input and we have to write one we have to write down something return what we have to return, otherwise we can print our result is nothing but our 10 divided by whatever input we are taking from the user. Okay, and we will simply print out whatever our result is nothing but whatever our result. Okay, this result is nothing but inside string, and ahead of this result, okay, I will write down like this. Now ahead of this result will print. Okay, now this is my which block? Try block, and inside the try block there are the possibilities of occurring error, and that's why we have to fix that error. Okay, what we have to do, we have to accept, otherwise we have to fix that error. Okay, now we will write down our code inside except block, and look at here, there are the different types of errors. There are near around 32 types of error inside our Python. But what we will do, there are the possibilities of come to errors like a zero division error. Okay, so what will we do that? We will simply write down our whatever error will come there at that point. Okay, now first of all, what we will do, we will first of all check that there is the zero division error. That means we are dividing by it is zero. So at that time there may be occur error because of the infinity value, right? So what you have to do, you have to accept and you have to write down that if this error is coming, except if there is problem and zero division error is there, what we have to do, we have to simply print out whatever message, otherwise cannot divide by zero, and this is our own written print statement, and this statement will print there at that of time if this error will occur, but our program will execute. Now at the next point we will again write down one more except, because we are checking error which types of error may come there. First of all, I am checking is there zero division error. If there is zero division error, you have to print out can't divide by zero, this message, and this is we are writing in details, right? Now inside the except there may be value error. These two are possibilities. Maybe I am writing wrong value there. So what I have to do, if there will be my value error, what I have to do, I have to simply print out whatever message. That means please enter valid. No, we have to print out which number. Please enter integer data type in input. Right? This is our main error. Right? Now, first of all, we will execute this one code. Okay. Now tell me what can we do here. First of all, we will write down one 0. Okay, 0 can't divide by this message is coming. Now I am writing any data set. Please enter a data type in input. Please enter integer data type in input. Now what if I am writing 4? Result is this. Now whenever I am writing any wrong information, otherwise I am doing any mistake inside my code, still I am able to execute my entire code. And like that way you have to work out any company, right? Yes, our code will never stop there. It will continue running because it is on continuous basis. Maybe your project may be live. So at that time, whenever you are facing any error, we will stop your server. No, because they may affect on your business. And because of this reason, you have to use all this try and except. Now look at here. Now again, I am copying this same code and the below of this except. Now I am using one else statement. I am using one else statement, and inside the else, what I am writing down, print no exception occurred. No exception is occurred. That means whenever I will not get error any of this. So first of all I will try to execute this. If this is getting executed, my result will print down. And if I will get the zero division error, at that time I will get this error, can't divide by 0. Otherwise, if I am writing any wrong value, if I am writing down any wrong value, so at that time I will get this error. If I have different error than these two errors, so at that time my else block will get execute, right? And after this I am printing one more block, that is regarding to my finally. What I have to do in finally, now I will write down code that will be executed no matter what. That means somehow this finally have to execute my entire time. Whatever will happen upside at the end time, finally whatever will be upside, finally we have to execute me. Whatever will happen upside. Okay. And what I will print here, I will print out execution of codes is completed. Okay. Now I will write down first of all 3 value. Now this is result is this, and what is this is writing? This is writing no exception is occurred, because at here we haven't faced any error. So that's why we are printing else block. And look at here, your if block is also get executed, and after this else will get executed. So what will this will do? This will first of all try to catch all this code, and after this will print this and this. Now let us do one mistake. Now I'm writing, okay, please enter integer data type in input. I am getting this error, and because of I am getting this error, I am not able to print out my this block. But somehow finally I have to execute this finally block. But what is here, look at here, whenever your try block is getting executed, so your else block also will execute, and finally also block get execute, because this somehow finally have to execute. What will happen? मरने दो किसको मरना है वो. Okay. Now But whenever we are getting any error inside our try block and we are executing our except block, so at that time our else block will not execute it, because our if block is getting your if block is getting executed, so else block will why will get executed. Yes, until our if is not getting wrong, so false will not get executed. And like that way this is happening here inside this example. Okay, now write down this code from this one. First of all, I tried only the simple one, and then I just increased some its difficulty level. Okay, so whenever I will print down entire this once time, you will get confused. That's why first of all I used this. First of all, just write down Z-E-R and press shift, because this is inbuilt error. You don't have to write entire. Whenever you only simply write down Z, capital Z, and press tab. So there will be some suggestion. From that suggestion, you can select your error. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. ये अभी तक आपका हुआ नहीं है। हाँ। हम्म। Okay, completed. Okay, we will stop here and continue our next class on tomorrow.